You say you have no energy, but you've never asked your body to create it. Think about that for a second. Really think about it. You wake up feeling heavy. You tell yourself you're too tired to exercise, too drained to move, too depleted to do anything beyond the absolute minimum. And so you wait. You wait for energy to arrive like some kind of delivery you ordered. You wait to feel ready before you act. But here's the truth you've been avoiding. You sit still, waiting for a feeling that only comes from movement. Energy doesn't show up first. Movement does. And you've got the entire equation backwards. Your body isn't tired, it's idle. And idleness doesn't rest you, it drains you. Let's get specific about what's actually happening here, because this isn't philosophical, it's physiological. When you stay still, when you spend your days sitting, scrolling, avoiding movement, your body interprets that as information. It reads your behavior as a signal, and that signal says, we don't need much capacity here. We don't need strong mitochondria, efficient circulation, or responsive energy systems. We need just enough to get through another day of inactivity. So your body adapts, it downgrades, it becomes efficient at doing nothing, which means it becomes terrible at doing anything. Your cardiovascular system slows down because you're not demanding cardiovascular output. Your muscles atrophy because you're not asking them to engage. Your metabolic rate drops because you're not giving your body any reason to burn fuel efficiently. And then you wonder why you feel tired all the time. But you're not tired from exertion, you're tired from absence of exertion. You're tired because your body has recalibrated to match the life you're actually living, a life of minimal demand, minimal activation, minimal aliveness. The fatigue you feel isn't from doing too much. It's from doing nothing long enough that your system assumed you didn't need it anymore. Your body is a use it or lose it machine, and you've been losing it one sedentary day at a time while calling it rest. Here's what you've misunderstood. Energy is the result of demand, not the prerequisite. You don't get energy and then move. You move and then create energy. Your muscles don't wake up because you feel ready. They wake up because you move them. Your mitochondria don't start producing ATP because you got a good night's sleep. They produce it in response to the signal that you need it. Your brain doesn't release dopamine and norepinephrine because you feel motivated. It releases them because you initiated action despite not feeling motivated. Every system in your body operates on a feedback loop. It responds to what you do, not what you intend to do, not what you wish you felt like doing, what you actually do. And right now, what you're actually doing is waiting. You're waiting for energy that will never arrive on its own because you haven't created the conditions that make your body think it needs to produce energy. Think about the last time you forced yourself to move when you didn't want to. Maybe you dragged yourself to the gym or went for a walk or started cleaning your house even though you felt exhausted. What happened 10 minutes in? 15 minutes in? You felt better. You felt more awake. The heaviness started to lift. That wasn't a coincidence. That wasn't magic. That was activation. That was your body receiving the signal, oh, we're doing something now, and responding accordingly. Blood flow increased, oxygen delivery improved, neurotransmitters fired, energy substrates mobilized. Your body created energy because you demanded it. And the moment you stopped moving, the moment you went back to stillness, your body downregulated again. Because why would it maintain high energy output for someone who's not using it? But here's the deeper problem. You've made low energy part of your identity. You tell people, I'm just not a morning person. I'm naturally low energy. I've always been this way. And every time you say it, you reinforce the pattern. You give yourself permission to stay stuck because you've labeled it as inherent rather than habitual. But you're not inherently low energy. You're behaviorally low energy, and behavior can change. The version of you that feels sluggish and heavy and tired all the time, that's not your default state. That's your adapted state. That's what happens to a human body designed for movement, challenge, variability, physical demand, spends years in near constant stillness. You don't lack energy, you lack activation. You lack the daily practice of asking your body to do things, of creating demand, of moving before you feel like it, of initiating action as the cause of energy rather than waiting for energy to be the cause of action. And I know what you're thinking, but I am tired. I'm not making it up. The exhaustion is real. And you're right, it is real. But it's not the kind of tired that rest fixes. It's the kind of tired that movement fixes. Because there are two kinds of fatigue. There's the fatigue that comes from genuine exertion, from pushing your body to its limits, from demanding more than you currently have. That fatigue needs rest. And then there's the fatigue that comes from underuse, from dormancy, from a system that's been idling so long it's forgotten how to run at full capacity. That fatigue doesn't need rest, it needs activation. And you've been treating the second kind like it's the first kind, which is why you never feel better. Rest doesn't solve inactivity. movement does. So here's your choice, and it's simpler than you think. You can keep waiting. You can keep telling yourself that someday, when you have more energy, when you feel better, when life calms down, you'll start moving, you'll start exercising, you'll start activating your body. Or you can accept that the energy you're waiting for is on the other side of the movement you're avoiding. You can move today, not because you feel like it, not because you have energy, but because movement creates energy. Because your body is waiting for a signal, and that signal is action. 10 minutes, that's all it takes to break the cycle. 10 minutes of movement, walking, stretching, anything that gets your blood moving and your muscles engaged, and you'll feel the shift. Not because you rested enough, but because you finally asked your body to wake up. The energy is there. It's always been there. You've just been waiting for permission to access it when all you needed to do was move.